Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into your source material to understand the accelerating economic consequences of AI on jobs all over the world.
Right, and our mission here is really to look past the hype about the future. We're going to focus on what's happening right now, the statistics, the stories, and the economic shifts already underway.
And those shifts are, well, they're massive. Goldman Sachs is projecting something like 300 million jobs could be lost worldwide.
Which is just a staggering number. And when you zoom in on advanced economies, you're looking at 60% of jobs being exposed to AI's impact.
But let's start with a paradox here, something that really cuts against the grain. It seems high earners are the ones who are actually the most concerned about losing their jobs.
Exactly. That's the end of the traditional safe harbor for, knowledge workers. The sources show that workers with a bachelor's degree or higher make up 27% of the jobs considered most exposed.
27%. And how does that compare to workers with less education?
It's a huge contrast. It's only 3% for workers with less than a high school diploma. AI is completely reshaping who feels vulnerable in the economy.
And that white-collar vulnerability isn't a future problem. It's already here. A survey found 30% of U.S. companies have already replaced workers with tools like ChatGPT.
And that's not all. In the tech sector alone, AI-linked cuts led to almost 78,000 job losses in just the first half of 2025.
So which industry is feeling it the most right now, the sort of canary in the coal mine?
The crisis in the translation industry, it's uniquely vulnerable. We're seeing rates just collapse.
Collapse how much?
From around 4 euro cents per word, which was already low, down to just 2 cents for what's called machine translation post-editing.
And for anyone not familiar, MTPE is essentially just cleaning up the AI's output. So you're doing professional editing work, but for half the pay.
Exactly. And the problem is this widespread corporate adoption. Businesses are leveraging the AI hype to just slash costs, accepting good enough automated output.
And what's the human cost of good enough?
It's leading to longtime professionals facing bankruptcy. Some are considering career changes like, and this is a direct quote, cleaning houses.
That's a profound, almost instant depreciation of a lifetime of skill. But this isn't just about veterans, is it? It threatens the whole career ladder.
It does. AI could replace more than 50% of the tasks for entry-level roles like market research analysts or sales reps. So younger workers are feeling like their expensive college education has dropped in value before they've even started.
Which leads directly to the question of inequality. On a global scale, you have 60% of jobs impacted in advanced economies.
But only 26% in low-income countries. So there's a real risk that AI just worsens economic inequality among nations.
And it does the same thing within countries, too. It creates polarization.
Workers who can harness AI might see their productivity and wages go up. But those who can't, often older workers maybe, they fall behind, and that just widens the wage gap.
So what about reskilling? We hear that all the time. The numbers are huge, maybe 375 million workers needing to change careers by 2030. Is that the answer?
Well, it's a challenge, because even if you successfully reskill, what if the new jobs pay 2 or 3 times less, like we saw with the translators?
Then you're just creating a very well-trained but underpaid workforce.
And a very stressed one. JP Morgan even warns that AI could create a jobless recovery during the next recession. The knowledge jobs, scientists, lawyers, engineers, they're now exposed to the same risks that used to only hit routine jobs.
So putting this all together, the immediate future looks pretty challenging.
It's complex. Yes, we're seeing high growth in new roles like AI and machine learning specialist, but the immediate net forecast is tough.
What are the numbers there?
The forecast is for 92 million roles to be displaced globally versus only 78 million new ones created by 2030. The key consequence is just this massive downward pressure on wages and the de-skilling of intellectual labor.
Which all seems to be driven by this acceptance of, good enough automated output. And that leaves us with this final provocative thought for you. If capitalism increasingly relies on cheap automated slop that reduces quality everywhere, who, in the end, will have the financial capacity to purchase the very products and services this degraded system creates? Something to think about.